every young bartender dreams of owning his own bar, and making that a reality is something that isn't easy and isn't straightforward. And I was probably no better off than when I worked at the Tippling Club, but I had my own agenda and I set my own schedule, So felt like I was 26 years old and I was my own boss. It felt great. And then I broke my leg in a dancing accident at Orchard Towers. So not the most glamorous place to end up with a torn MCL and an ACL, and all the ligaments in my right knee were stretched and broken and battered and bruised. And I wrote a business plan. And then when I could walk again, I went to my network and said, guys, I'm opening a bar. I was 28 years old, no business experience, didn't go to university. I never really tried at school, but was good with people and could present well. And I said, I'm opening a bar and I need, there's 500,000 shares available. The share is worth $1. I was going to keep 500,000 shares for my sweat equity and for the IP. And I rose $500,000 in a day. And then that was it, game on. I'm really proud of where I've come from the glass collector to the bar owner. And, it's something like from a movie in a way, that sort of, rags to riches sort of thing. And it's come with a lot of hard work and a lot of support from a lot of genuine and sort of loving people that cared for me and cared about my well-being, that supported me and helped me make the right decisions. And of course, luck as well. Unfortunately, luck is a big part to play in it. Right time, right place. You can have all the factors, but without that little bit of luck, you may not quite make it to the next level. The important thing, when it comes to raising capital, is that you establish a reasonable return on their investment. I went to my guys and I offered them a 2-year return on their investment. I signed a 5-year lease, so the idea was I'd double their money over 5 years. That's what they sort of bought into. And they had their ROI in 9 months. They had their money back in 9 months, and we've gone on to sort of quadruple their investment, which in 4 years is considered to be very successful, which now, I have that statistic. It's going to be easier for me to raise capital for other projects like Vasco or Cure, or new things we have coming up, Hong Kong, at the Cufflink Club in Hong Kong, for example, and some other things I've got up my sleeve as well, which is maybe a little bit premature to discuss, but something I think is going to be really exciting and quite big, which I need $3 million for, so that's a lot of money. Greed, I would say greed, yeah. I don't know whether it comes from growing up on the breadline, growing up a little poor. My parents were young when they had me, and my father was a young PC, a policeman. The wage is what it is, it's not great. My mother stayed at home and took care of me and my sisters. So we sort of grew up a little bit on the poorer side. And I think I developed a habit to, when there was something to be had, you'd sort of snatch it because you weren't quite sure when the next, ice cream or whatever it may be was coming. So I unfortunately have developed a greedy side, which now I have access to consume more, means that I drink more alcohol than I maybe should, and I'm greedy with people's time, and I want attention and everything else. I have an attitude towards life, I would say, that is very driven by the term la dolce vita. I like nice things. I like not necessarily nice tangible things, but I always try and carve out time to get by the pool or to go on holiday. I've had a couple of relationships with girls when they get angry about something, and I say, hey, okay, you're right, don't worry about it, like, it's cool, okay, I'm wrong, even if I don't think I'm wrong, because I just want the good life. I just want no headaches. I just want, nice glass of wine and a kiss and whatever else. And a lot of people fight that and say, oh, you're always on holiday and you go away too much. And I think, go away too much? Like, how does someone go away too much? Life is for going away, life is for experiencing things. The best compliment, it's hard to say. I mean, I think, in my 32 years, I've probably been called everything from very, very nice things to very, very bad things as well. So I think, mostly when people talk about the business acumen or the skill set I've developed when it comes to raising capital or generating high margins and stuff like this within the business, this stuff really, it makes me proud.